It's now been 5 months since I started a brand new print-on-demand store, all to prove that this is not luck. Anyone can do it, but to also show you the wins and the losses associated with this business so you can get a full, transparent view of what it's actually like to build a print-on-demand store. If you haven't seen any of the videos in the series, you can check them out below. I'll put the links down there. I've been making one video every single month detailing the growth of this specific brand new print-on-demand store, the ups and the downs, and I think people have found it to be quite insightful to see a behind-the-scenes view. Spoiler, I am not happy with this month at all. Many things happened, but I'll explain in this video. It was just a big disappointment. The first week was great. It was actually on fire. The 1st to the 9th, we did $2,321 in profit, and this was mainly due to the influx of Father's Day sales. It was really, really good. But because of Father's Day, we just forgot or ignored the rest of the store and the rest of our other designs and all of our ads. We just ignored everything. And because the Father's Day sales were coming in on autopilot, at the beginning anyways, not the end, we pretty much ignored everything else the entire month. We ignored the ads. We ignored everything, except maybe the few customer emails we got. And that is not how a store grows. What was I thinking? I'm so angry at myself because of this. So why did we ignore? What actually happened? Well, quite a few things. The first reason was my attention shifted into the print-on-demand hub, which is our paid community. It was early days in the hub, and I wanted to spend as much time as I possibly could adding all the material and all the value I could. But ultimately, ignoring my own and paying the price. Never ignore your main business. There were various family situations as well, which I'm not going to get into in this video. And as well as that, for 8 days of the month, I was ill. Me and Lauren were both ill, and it just wasn't very good. On top of all of that, I was also on holiday. Or at least I was meant to be on a holiday. I went away from the 6th to the 18th, 12 days out of the month. I did try and work every day, but we've all tried working when we're on a holiday. Your attention is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You definitely know the feeling. So yeah, this month was a bit crazy, and this all sounds like just a lot of excuses. And honestly, this is why I love YouTube. This is why I wanted to make these videos. This is why I wanted to do this series, so that I can be accountable and so that you can see that not every single month is sunshine and rainbows. So, what actually happened? How do I fix this moving forward? What can I learn from these mistakes? Well, in the hub, it was a big month. As I said, we released a lot of content. To name a few, we released the $4 million print-on-demand store case study, the Facebook ads training, we did 4 live calls, we released the demo store, and of course I did a lot of one-to-ones with various members. But the biggest element was actually partnering with Chris Heckman, who's bringing in a huge amount of value to the hub. And all of those things took up an immense amount of time. Not just Pod was slower than everything else or ignored. I ignored YouTube as well. I only ended up releasing 6 videos. So yes, how do I fix this? Because moving forward, I don't want to spend any less time in the hub, but I want to scale everything else. Well, this is what I've done. Step 1, hiring someone to help, which, like I said, I've now done. And that's going to make a massive difference. Hiring a print-on-demand expert to help manage the group, release new content and ensure we can grow, but still keep that personal touch with everyone, because to me, that's the most important, that I have a personal touch with every single member in the group. And by hiring someone, I'm able to do that. Now, in terms of the print-on-demand store, during the month, the main tasks, once everything is set up, of course, it's now just creating new ads, managing existing ads, creating new designs, obviously based on winners, and sorting customer service. Most of the other things, once done, are done, such as email flows and website optimization and various other things. Now, of course, those things can be improved month to month, but they shouldn't have the biggest effect and they shouldn't take up the most amount of time. I need to figure out how I can ensure I spend a good amount of time in the hub helping people, a good amount of time on my own print on demand store, a good amount of time on YouTube, and then a good amount of time on the other businesses that I'm doing. But those are more in the background, so I don't have to focus too much time on them. Our biggest failure this month was ignoring our ads for 3 weeks straight. I got complacent. What can I say? I stopped tracking which ones were actually doing well, which ones should be paused, which ones should be scaled, and it led to us spending a stupid amount of money and not actually making that much back. But it was a good lesson. It was genuinely a good lesson. I think in all my years, my 11 years working, this month has finally made me realize that hiring is not just extremely valuable, but a necessity for growing, especially when you're running so many different businesses and have so many income streams. Pod, YouTube, the community. They're only 3 of 6. They're only 3 of 6 that I currently have going. So yeah, hiring is vital. Now I have a video editor who helps me on YouTube as well. He doesn't do every video, but he does a lot of them. I have someone help me in the hub. And Lauren, my wife, who was also juggling all of these different things, is now focused solely on our print-on-demand brand. And this is going to drastically change the game moving forward because 100% of her attention is now on our brand. And in the first week of July, we've actually already been able to create 50 new designs and create 125 new ads. So the way I look at it is sometimes hiccups are good if you can learn from them. Sometimes people will look at this month and be like, I can't, this is too much, this is too overwhelming, I'm going to give up. I'd rather look at it and be like, how can I just optimize my time and make it better? So in terms of numbers, how did this month actually stack up? Well, to quickly recap, the first month we lost $600. The second month we made $600, so we broke even. The third month we made $1,200, so now we're actually making money. The fourth month we made $2,495, so definitely not a bad journey so far, especially for print on demand. The growth has been healthy. Now, before telling you how much we made this month, if you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Transparent, honest, full look at the print-on-demand world. That is what you're getting with this channel. So this month, we ended up bringing in $21,260.96. Of that, $8,662.37 went into ads. And no, not all at once. It would have been a lot less if we actually paid attention and managed our ads properly, but we didn't. Now, $8,642.40 went to Printify, who is our supplier for these t-shirts. Of course, we only paid once we got those sales, and that is the beauty of print on demand. And of course, we had $1,414 of discount, of platform costs, of refunds, and all the other expenses that go along with this business. Now, that number is quite high, granted, but 95% of that is just product discounts, which is very, very normal. The reason why it's normal is because whenever anyone lands on our website, we have a pop-up where they can put their email in and get 15% off their first order. And of course, a lot of people do that. The profit ended up being $2,541.72, a tiny, tiny bit more than the month before. Now, to take a positive look at this, it's still profit. Yes, it's basically no growth. But it's still profit. And I had a terrible month. 12 days I was away, 8 days we were stupidly ill, and the other family stuff and all of that. It just took up a lot of the time. And again, just bad management, bad time management. Now, I certainly wanted to grow faster, but truthfully, that really is down to me. If I'm not going to put the effort in, I can't expect it to grow faster, can I? And this is a real business, and I only have myself to blame. I've got to put the work in. We added no new designs, we did no ads, we optimized nothing, we scaled nothing. I got lazy with it, and that will never, ever happen again. And that's why I love these videos, because it allows me to stay accountable. And it allows you to see what really happens behind the scenes. In the first week of July, like I said earlier, we've already created 50 new designs and 125 new test ads, which is amazing. Now, will July be majorly profitable because of this? Probably not, because we're testing so many new designs. But the truth is, we're now tracking it every single day. We're staying on top of things. And most importantly, we've got a clear vision for what we want by September, October, which is where sales go absolutely crazy because of Christmas. Our aim is to have at least 20 winning designs by September. And by winning, I don't mean a few sales here and there. I mean designs that have a 3+ ROAS, which is return on ad spend, and designs that are literally getting 10, 20, 30, 40 sales each a day. Now, I'm okay not making a lot of money from this store if the overall growth is good. If I can come away from the month and say, we weren't crazy profitable, but we tested 100 new designs, we found 5 winners, and moving forward, those winners will be big for us, I'll be very, very happy. The issue is where there is no growth or movement because I haven't put the effort in. And that's always the most important thing to consider. No matter what video you watch, what training you do, or what coaches you listen to, if you don't put the effort in, you're not going to get anything in return. All in all, we aim for a 30% margin. That is a good margin to aim for with Shopify. It's very realistic. So this month was around 12%. So not the best, but not the end of the world. I'm more annoyed because I know I didn't put the effort into the store to actually get to that 30%. Now, hopefully, what I wanted for this video is to motivate you, or at least show you not everything is always great. People get ill. People find themselves in a rut. People have bad days, bad weeks, and bad months. Use it as fuel to move forward. Don't let it bog you down. Don't let it make you give up. Don't let it make you realize that this isn't worth it, because it is. At the end of the day, I started this store to prove that print on demand isn't luck. I think I have proved that. I don't think when I was planning this series, I ever thought I would put so much effort into this store and aim to get it to $1 million or such a crazy number. But I've actually really enjoyed making these videos and updating everyone. And I think everyone has found them really, really helpful. And making this new store and this new brand has actually been really enjoyable for me and Lauren to do together. So let's just see how far we can take it. And if you do think these videos are helping you, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know things that you want to see with this brand, more behind the scenes stuff. Like, I'm an open book here. The only thing I'm not sharing is obviously the brand, because I don't want people to rip it off and I don't want to ruin our metrics. But let me know the things that you want to see in these update videos and I'll make them for you, because at the end of the day, these videos are here to give you a realistic view of what it's like to create a print on demand store. So hopefully they help, and I'm trying to make them help as much as possible.